is Kelly Kyle. I was known in a previous life as Kelly Davenport and Kelly Moreau, Kelly Weaver. Most of my friends in my past life knew me as Kelly Weaver. I grew up in Maple Valley. And when I turned 21, I had moved to Seattle, to the big city, to start a new career or do something with my life, and I had no idea what that was going to be. When I turned 21, my dad said, "Kelly, what would you like for your birthday? This is a very special birthday, and I want to get you something that's going to be significant in your life." And I said, how about a camera? I think I want to take some pictures. He says, okay. So we went down to Cameras West in downtown Seattle at that time, and he bought me a camera, and I was absolutely fascinated with photography at the time. So that really launched my photography career, and within a few weeks, I entered myself. I had no idea what I was doing. I was just taking pictures. I entered myself in a competition in Seattle. It was a modeling and photography competition, and I ended up winning a ribbon for this picture. This picture is really what started my career, and I said to myself, I have no idea what I'm doing, but obviously other people like what I'm doing, so I better learn how to do photography. And so I took some photography classes at Seattle Central Community College. This red ribbon was the first that I won with this picture. Out of 1,000 entries in the photo competition, I took second place. And I thought, wow, okay, that's pretty cool. So then later on, I got trained and I started a photography business, and I entered this picture again in the SPPA, the Seattle Professional Photographers Association, which at that time I was only a student. And it won a Blue Ribbon Award, which it has to get over 70 points, which it got about 72 or 73, which was pretty good at that point in time for me as a student. So after a couple years being in photography, I said, okay, this really is turning into something. I'm having a great time. I'm learning lots of things, meeting great people. I'm going to stay on this path. And my photography path really led me down the road to some wonderful, wonderful people. And eventually, I ended up meeting the love of my life, my husband, Gordon. So while I was out doing photography, I did a lot of weddings, and I did not bring any wedding photos with me, but I did bring this picture. And this picture was sort of another picture that sort of was a catalyst for me to move me along in my career. And this picture is a picture of two people. It could be any people. It could be you, it could be me, it could be anybody. I love silhouettes, love sunset pictures, and this is just a picture of people on the beach having a great time, but it has a lot of emotion, a lot of passion built into this picture. So I did a lot of these for people before they got married in their engagement sessions. And this ended up being a picture that won some awards also. I don't have it framed and I don't have the awards on it because, I travel around with my portfolio every once in a while, and, you can only show so many ribbons before people just go, eh. Okay, that's good, nice. But I have won a lot of awards. I've been in the Wedding Photographers International, which is a group, International Wedding Photographers. Been in the SPPA, started as a student, and then moved my way up and became the president of that organization 10 years later, and led everybody to some really great things. We did some wonderful things in Seattle with photography. That was back in 1994. After that year, I got burned out and I said, I think I'm done with photography. I need to switch to a different medium. So I still kept doing photography, but I did sell my business, and I started doing quilting. So I learned how to quilt. This is not one of my first quilts, but it's one of the prettier ones that I did, and I really do love it. Gordon and I went to Hawaii. We picked up some really cool fabric over in Hawaii. And so this just became one of the ones that we have hanging in our home. And it's all hand quilted. It's machine pieced and hand quilted. And so it's one of my favorites. This piece right here is an art quilt that I did and gave to my mother. It seems like all the fun pieces that I like go to my mother, so they kind of stay close to me. You can see on the back side, if I flip it over here, all of the quilting and all of the artwork that's in the quilting itself in the piece. So it's one of those special things. So after I got involved with my quilting, which now it's been about 13, 14 years that I've been doing that, I decided that I needed another hobby, and so I started painting. And so these are a couple pictures that I'm not quite sure I'm finished with yet, and they sit on my easel and I keep looking at them. This one happens to be on my Facebook page right now, so everybody has a chance to see that. One of the things that I love is whales, so I started painting some whales, and I've done many different renditions of whales. And I brought a couple others here. This one will probably never leave our home because it's my husband's favorite. And this one is the one that I love the most. This was my second painting that I ever did. I started painting and found out that I had the knack for the color and the exposure and everything that I needed. So, you know, not only can I do photography, I can quilt, I can paint, and I really love being in the arts and doing everything associated with that. So there we go. My time is over. That's me, Kelly Kyle. Thank you very much.